Hey guys, Shane here and welcome to episode 1 of M4 Sherman. So in this series we're going to be taking a look at detailing the M4 Sherman, and in this episode we're going to take a look at creating tool tie downs. So in this case we're going to take some 1mm masking tape and we're going to start cutting this down to shape to create our tool tie downs for our M4 Sherman. So I'm going to start cutting these strips to about 20mm long strips, which are going to make the actual individual tie downs. And I'm using a sharp hobby blade to do this, so I would recommend using a fresh hobby blade. And if you take, in this case, this Asuka M4A1, I'm going to start mounting these strips of masking tape onto the cleats. So these raised cleats on the back, in reality these would actually be hollow tie down loops. However, these are modeled solid. It's not a problem for what we're doing, so we're just going to marry these strips up to these cleats. So we're going to mount these flush up against the sides of the cleats as tight as we can get it to give the impression that these straps are moving through these hollow loops, even though in this case they're solid plastic. So you can see me here just using my hobby knife just to refine the join here. Again, it's slowly pushing into these cleats as close as I can get. And once I'm happy with the join, I'm just going to lock them down with a small amount of liquid CA glue just to lock everything in place and stop them from being knocked free. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the exact same on the opposite side of these cleats. You can see me here mounting my tools. However, if you do this, you can run into problems. So I would recommend that you put the other strap on the other side of the cleat, if you like. You'll see here properly. So I can have the straps on either side of the cleat, as you can see here. Now you can see that a lot of these straps are very long. I will cut these to shape. However, about 20mm per strap is more than adequate on either side. So to create the actual buckles, we're going to take a piece of glass sheet, in this case from a picture frame. And this is going to give us a firm backdrop to work with our copper wire here. In this case, this is 0.3mm copper wire, and this is going to make our buckles with. So I'm just going to take, in this case, the handle of a tweezers, so a nice firm flat object, and I'm going to start scoring it to create a flat profile out of this. So just working on either side, I'm just going to apply firm pressure on either side of this and just slowly work it down, and it will actually create a nice flat profile which will become the body of our buckle. Once I'm happy, I'm just going to snip off a length. And then I'm going to start forming our buckle. So roughly I'm going to go for maybe a 2mm rectangle, if you like. So as long as the edges are maybe 1x2mm in diameter, or in dimension, should I say. And I'm just using a tweezer, so I'm just going to create a bit of a U shape first here, as you can see. And once I'm happy with it, I will cut one of the legs a little bit shorter to the desired diameter that I want, and then I will fold the other leg over it to create the rectangle shape, or to close the rectangle. And this is just how I do it. There's probably more efficient ways to do it, but I like to be a little bit awkward, and this is how I go about it. And then I just trim down the rectangles, and there you have your buckle. In this case, I just slid it on to our masking tape, and once I'm happy, I will adjust the length of the tape just to the correct length, about 20-25mm tops. Just with a little bit of overlap, I'll fold it around the buckle just to create a bit more detail. I'll lock it down with a bit of CA glue, and once that's set, I'll feed the other strap through the buckle, and there we get, if you like, a faux buckle or a semi-workable buckle. And it just creates a nice illusion of that detail. And you can see me here again just using a little bit of CA glue just to lock down that buckle. So I feed it through the strap. I leave about 1mm or so of material through the other side. I fold it over itself. I lock it down with a bit of CA glue, and that just creates that stitched in effect to make it look like the buckle is stitched into the strap. I leave it for a couple of seconds to set, and then once I'm happy, I feed the other strap through. Again, just being careful with the tweezers, not applying too much force, just a little. And then once I'm happy, I lock everything down with a bit of CA glue. It's a very simple detail, but it really does add a lot to our M4s without having to remove pieces and replace things with photo etch or resin. And there you have our finished tie down. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and do join me in further episodes where we'll take a look at other aspects of detailing the M4. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.